Hi, I'm Tic Tac. I'm a competitive Splatoon player. I think people think I'm at the top level, and there's been like discussions that go on here and there on the community about like the top level and how it's like hard to get to, gatekeeping, whatnot, whatever. And I just wanted to make a video, I guess. I got bored at 6 a.m. It's not zones rotation, so I have nothing to do. I was like, hey, you know what? I think callouts are important. It's inspired by Kyo's recent video of shot calling, and I was like, hey, I can probably look back at my recent tournaments, but yeah, I can look back at my recent tournaments and dissect what was good about the callouts. But the only tournament VOD I have is this one from 5 months ago. But
I'll play around mid then.
we can check it out. But yeah, I want to focus mostly on the callouts. I'm not going to analyze the game too much. I might throw a little bit of analysis here and there, but I want to mainly focus on the communication that happens in between games. Because whenever I watch mid-level teams play, it's usually their callouts are limited to weapon and location, and not a lot of actual communication of what's going on in the game, what the players want, and what they expect from the other players.
Throw bombs left, right.
It's fine. It's better than port.
True, true.
Yeah.
Play for opening.
Yeah.
I'll
They
play
got their
I'll
first
play
song.
around mid the entire game and I'll just throw bombs left, right, front, and just
So here we're just communicating what we're gonna do this game. I'm like, hey, I'll play mid, I'll just spam bombs.
get armor, paint.
I can literally watch their close to make sure nobody comes in. If they rush me, I'll just back up.
So Ice the Charger lets us know that he's gonna be the one watching close, their left side of the zone on their side once they have control, because all of us as players understand that that's a crucial part to maintain when playing this game mode.
Okay.
And then
Charger,
Right,
charge. Let's win.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot a farm missiles to start.
Play specials for start.
Okay.
Yeah. They're gonna have E-looter. They're probably gonna send comp.
It's Ray Charger.
So right now at the beginning, we're just communicating, hey, we're gonna have a slow start. Let's just get specials first. We can let them have zone first, and then we can push in together. I'll go for
If
early
he's
armor.
ranked, he's not in the fight.
Save
Yeah.
your armor.
Ice makes a call out of, hey, if their charger does Ray, they're not in the fight, as in like they're not really directly there to paint zone or help with engagements, if that makes sense.
For the raid, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll paint top right for this.
I think I get picked off here because I kind of overextend the paint
You got
zone.
Ray really early.
Oh, my bad, you got me. The issue with that was we all agreed at the beginning to have a slow start. Usually, if we didn't have a slow start, I would have had a teammate here or up there to prevent a person rushing. Despite us calling out that, hey, we'll have a slow special start, I decided to paint zone at the beginning. Instead, I should just stay back, played more passive. But it's whatever. I think I throw at the beginning of the game for a bit, just feed here and there. Nice. Okay. Okay, what happens here?
I got him.
Nice.
Just you, Jared.
We need a paint.
Okay, around.
Painter close.
Okay.
Okay, I got.
So Biscuit calls out painter closed. I got it. Yeah. And then Jared calls out to the painter, me, the support player. Hey, you should paint that. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'll do it.
We need armor for this.
This is another call out that I don't hear a lot in other teams. People calling out to each other what special they want, what special they need, if that makes sense. It's usually like a lot of times I only hear players call out their own special. It's like, hey, I have missiles, but it's never the front line being like, yo, do you have missiles? I want to push up with missiles now. Or it's, you know, I want a lot more of that communication in mid to low or mid-level teams.
One H3, they're close on me. H3 on they're close.
Hey, they're raid, guys.
Missing 3 and post.
I will die. It's okay.
Right?
Nice. Good trade. Charger top right. Careful.
Got rapid.
Nice.
I'm jumping.
Charger there.
Watch out.
I'm dead. He's still top right. Careful, it's fine.
Having chat.
We get lead here. Careful.
Okay, so the we get lead here is also a pretty okay call out. I don't know if other teams call it out. It's not nothing revolutionary, but it's more of a hey, we have the advantage now. If we just maintain the status quo, we'll win the game. it's you should have a different mentality compared to when you do have lead and when you don't. And Ice call out is just making sure that we understand that we have lead now.
Oh, they're gonna rush you guys.
Help what they street. Is it jump?
There's one far
Going
top right
top.
next to the charger.
They're rain,
Far
they're
top
rain.
right next to the charger.
They're weak.
I might die to the
Main
rain again.
ramp, main ramp. They bomb
I'm
us.
dead
They're
to the
bouncing.
ramp, left to
Getting
rain.
zone. Got
Nice
zone.
go. 2-1 ramp.
Gonna
clear,
armor
2-1
soon.
ramp.
Gonna armor soon. Armor.
Armor,
Armoring.
keep zone, keep zone.
I'm hitting. So 2 callouts there that aren't really revolutionary, but I figured worth mentioning is I called out that I'm gonna have armor soon instead of when I have it, to let my front line know that if they just wait, if they don't engage for like the next 2-3 seconds, they'll have armor instead of trying to engage now. If that makes sense, it's like be safe for like 2-3 seconds is basically what my call out is. And then Biscuit calls out, hey, we should keep zone. We try to keep it, but unfortunately, even though we're painting it, they still will get the cap. But it's just zone awareness and relative to the whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's basically I'll just point that out. I got one.
Nice.
I'm jumping again.
Ramp. Striking our ramp.
Right here. He's one. He's one. One. He's so weak.
Charger watching from the right.
On the
Get their
ramp.
close. Get their close. So I call out the something that's really important once you get zone. Somebody get their close. I just go over to it for now because nobody's there. But if you remember at the beginning of the game, Ice called out that he would watch close, if that makes sense. So I expect Ice to watch it eventually.
There's one
Nice.
going close, yo. One going close.
Okay.
Charger's left flat. He's getting red.
I'll leave close up to you. There you go. I'll leave close up to you to call out, according to our plan. He has
They're
rain.
using red. I'm gonna die.
Rapid got me close. So close.
Okay, so Ice dies to the rapid pretty quickly, and you'll hear a call out later on, which is pretty important.
He's gonna rush. They're rushing. Just use
Okay,
straight
we can fall back. We can fall back. Rapid has our top.
I can't watch close.
Rapid got
It's
my
bad
bad.
angles for me.
So Ice says, I can't watch close, it's bad angles for me. Ice realizes that there's an issue, and there's a problem that we have, and we need a solution. But Ice calls it out, and nobody replies, because we're all focused on the game. So Ice makes sure you'll hear him call it out again. Rapid has our top left.
I can't watch close. It's bad angles for me.
So that's like important, because this is a big problem that we're gonna need to solve. And Ice makes sure that we understand it, because a lot of times I hear callouts in game that people make that are important, but your teammates are sometimes just focused on stuff. They just let it slide by, or they don't really notice how big it is. So Ice says it again, and we all reply. Okay.
Okay.
There's one in our close sharking.
Halfway to missile.
Charger's watching. I'm
Halfway
halfway to
to armor.
bombers. We can get
I'm
we
one.
can lead. We can keep our lead.
They bombers.
Okay.
Wait. Stay safe.
Oh, my bad.
Holding.
I used armor.
Between all four right now.
So that was not miscommunication, but honestly just my mistake of arming there, because Ice's call out of so Biscuit I think called out that they use specials, and we're like, hey, if we play it safe for a bit, they won't have specials, and then we have all specials to push onto zone. I ended up specialing early though, because I see that we have 2 specials. I wanted a special fight, whereas Ice wanted to wait out their specials, then we push in, if that makes sense.
Sorry,
One's right close.
I'm going for paint.
In our close, he's funking my recall.
I'm dead to
Ping
rapid.
zone.
I'm dead to rapid.
Dead.
So like we do end up specialing in together, which is I think we get cap off this, but I was just like one miscommunication that happened, but luckily we were able to brush it off, I guess.
Got
Got
flash.
cap, got cap.
Two ramp. Last two ramp. Nice.
H3 ramp, H3 ramp.
I'm coming.
Help me!
He's still there.
Thank you. So one thing, this isn't more of a call out thing. Well, this is your typical call out of he's here, I need help, I'm coming, you know? That signifies to me just stall that out, he'll die anyways. One thing I want you guys to notice about what I do there specifically is I play for his death, if that makes sense. I don't go for the kill, I play for his death. So right now, the issue's right here. I'm right here. Typical shooter, I think, would just try to shoot him and maybe go for a trade. The issue is I'm the armor player, and he's also the armor player. If we both trade, we both won't have armor, which is like an okay situation. But something better would be if he died and if I stayed alive. And the way to guarantee that is just for me to play safe. So what I do here is I paint behind him. Now the H3 has no escape. And then here Jared's calling out to me, I'm coming. So my objective right now is just to get his attention, stall him out, but also number one priority is to stay safe. So I just drop down here where it's safe, and he dies.
I got close.
No, it's like
There's one close.
So another important call out there. I got closed by Biscuit. We know that Ice called out, "Hey, I can't watch close anymore," and so we're having us talk about, "Hey, I'll got it, you got it," you know. We're just coordinating who's holding the key areas, because we understand that Ice doesn't want to do it anymore.
Close. Are we
It's
close to
rapid,
anything
it's
else?
rapid,
Close
it's
to anything
rapid.
else?
Top right, charge! Watching me!
Rapid close, rapid close.
What? Top right, top right.
Okay, that's close.
Watch out, rapid third close.
Rapid
forward
Ballard.
zone. End zone, they're ring.
I'm jumping out. I'm jumping out.
Yeah, you're fine, you're fine.
Just
Alright.
you, just
I'm
you. Be
closing.
careful. They will ray you guys.
I'm falling back,
I'm
I'm falling
dead.
back.
Fuck.
Stay safe, stay
They
safe.
armored. They only have bombers. They only have bombers for this.
So another thing that I don't see a lot in mid-level teams, calling out their specials. They only have bomb rush is a pretty good call out. Although it's like self-evident if everybody looks at it, it's just nice to have someone to reiterate and call it out to us.
We need to stay safe. We need bombers, guys.
Another call out, we need to have bomb rush, calling out to your teammates that you want this special, something that I mentioned earlier. But this time it's more so of a special for the zone, not a frontline saying, "Hey, I want armor." It's more so of a, "Hey, we need this to cap the zone." Something I want to see more of.
I have my bombers.
Nice.
Top right, my missile. Really close. I have missile.
Okay.
Nice, we should
Let's
go.
go, let's go.
Missile
Rapid
3,
stop
top right
left.
3.
So we're all coordinating, "Hey, let's go now, let's go now." So we all just special and push into zone now.
Top right,
Top
top right. One zone. Charger on zone.
Top left. Nice.
Got one.
Nice.
Two.
Painting, I'm painting, I'm painting. Nice. Nice. Last HP.
Last one's HP.
So right there, Jared's just cracked. You notice during that time though, during the time that Jared kills him, Biscuit's calling out, get cap. I'm calling out, I'm painting. So even if Jared didn't get the triple, or even if he only got one, or even if he only traded, what's happening is their other two weapons are looking at him. Nobody's looking at zone. Because Biscuit and I are coordinating cap together, we could probably snuck a cap and get penalty there. Ignore. We don't need to kill. Okay, another important call out. Ignore. We don't need to kill. Jared's just in the kill everything mode. Just it's a frontline thing. You'll understand. But it's really hard to disengage as a frontline once you got that first kill, second kill. What'll happen here? Like, sure, that is a juicy kill right there. But in order for us to get it, probably me and the Nautilus have to push up to their court just to kill him. If we do that, yeah, they won't have armor. Yeah, technically it's nice, but if you look at their comp, it's a rapid and charger. If they take the top right here, and if we're in their court, we just die. We can't go back to mid because that's unsafe when there's a rapid and a charger. So it's just better to just play it safe and just be like, "Hey, we don't need that kill. We have the advantage. Let's just keep. You know, we have the lead. Penalty is just like decent. It's not low penalty, but you know, we just need to maintain our current situation and we win. You know." Another thing is that that's a main power H3, and I'm a special charge junior. I technically get armor faster than the H3. So the H3's been alive, so he's probably gonna have armor for the next push. But I could probably get my armor reasonably fast compared to the H3. So getting that kill there isn't as important because we can just trade armors in the next push.
Alive,
Yeah.
stay alive.
Tic
Prioritize
tac, watch for charger. Tic tac, you need to watch
Tic-tac,
Okay.
right.
So our teammate notices that I'm out on the ramp. I'm aware that the charger is respawning right now, but he's also not there yet. But our teammate is just like, "Hey, just watch it for the charger, you know? Just call it to your teammates, you know? If they think they're doing something new, just be like, yeah, be careful, be careful." I think that happens in mid-level teams, but just making sure it's noted.
Top right. We have low penalty.
Charger's
Low
top right.
penalty, low penalty.
Rapid, they're close.
So low penalty call out basically means we can threaten KO right here. So we don't need to go for kills. We can just stall, and that'll be winning for us, if that makes sense. So suddenly we have like two win conditions: let the timer run out, or let the penalty run out, if that makes sense. As in, like, wait till the end of the game. So we just let him cap, we fight, we wait till the end of the game like it's nothing else, or we can just end the game right now forcibly.
Play zone, play zone, play zone,
Yeah.
play zone.
So after the penalties low call out, Jared calls out play zone, which is a really good call out because that just means to us, hey, just play real safe. We don't need to dedicate to anything. We just need to paint, and we can win this game.
Zone here.
They have armor.
Playing zone, playing
Do
zone.
that close.
I'm jetting.
So they have armor and I'm jetting. Just real good special awareness by Biscuit during this entire game. What I mentioned earlier of I'm a special charge junior, I can get armor pretty reasonably fast. So I'm just gonna call out, hey guys, if you stay alive for a bit, I can have armor. I'm gonna have armor.
On the main right.
Armoring.
He's one.
Yeah, so like I got my armor probably like 2 seconds after their H3 armor. So like even if we got the count at H3, it really wouldn't matter. It would have just put us in a bad situation. So that call to stay safe was good.
He's one. Rapid one. Rapid one. Nice. Paint down. Paint down.
They don't paint.
So Ice is calling out they don't paint, they don't paint. If you can notice, the Charger decided to Ray. And if you forgot, way at the beginning of the game, Ice called out, remember, if the Charger Rays, they're out of the fight. So this is just a signal to us that, hey, we kind of won because they don't paint. We just need to paint the zone. Like, we don't need to go for kills. We kind of go for kills because, you know, got to pad that KD. But we basically won at this point. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But yeah, I just want to point out those small callouts, and also like the communication that happened in game of Ice being like, "Hey, I'll watch left side," and then Ice going out, "Hey guys, I need help on left side," and making sure that we understood it, you know. And then we, Biscuit and me, were like, "Hey, I can watch left close. I can watch left close." Really good special awareness by Biscuit is another thing I want you guys to notice. And the entire like communication of what you guys want from your teammates is also another thing, because literally a lot of the callouts I hear and listen to whenever I watch VODs of other players is treasure right, one left, I'm down. You know, it's literally that. There's no communication of what you guys want from each other. There's no communication of whatchamacallit, of what the win condition is, who's struggling with what you need help with. But yeah, it's nothing revolutionary, but I just wanted to post this video and see what the reaction is. Next video, I'll definitely edit more. I'll make it better, don't worry. But if you want more of it, just let me know. I'll be more in depth next time. Anywho, thanks for watching.